Missouri Valley shows off for prospective students, and Eric Collins was MVC president the last time Missouri Valley played this week's opening in football. Welcome to KMVC News, I'm Caral Carbon. Prospective students and their families traveled to Marshall for a day in the life of a Viking at Valley Experience Day. MVC Deja White reports how Missouri Valley gives these students a look at future at Missouri Valley.
Valley Experience Day has become a tradition at Missouri Valley College. The experience is a day-long event when prospective students and their families join together to learn about Valley's programs and campus life.
You know, we were opening our doors and welcoming roughly 300 people to campus today. The event is meant to showcase our energy, our attitude, and what an experience at Missouri Valley can look like.
Students and their families began in the Malcolm Center. Valley's Cheer and Dance put on a performance to kick off the event with high energy. The guests were then greeted by Valley President Joe Parisi. Parisi welcomed the students and parents, giving them the opportunity to ask any questions they had. The crowd was shy until he mentioned the Starbucks gift cards he had for anyone that had a question. Parisi spoke about Valley not only as the president, but as a parent and Valley alum.
While there's opportunities to tour and do some of the basic things you would do on a college visit experience, this is the ultimate deep dive. This is the adventure to really explore into academic programs at a deeper level, to talk to academic deans, to visit with coaches and really get an experience on what it's like versus just a college visit, because it's an all-day event.
Families and students broke off into sessions depending on what they felt they wanted to study in the future. Everyone then met back in the Malcolm Center, where Fresh Ideas provided lunch. Students and their families were given a tour after lunch and could attend a panel about the honors program if interested. Everyone then had the option to experience a Valley football game, followed by both men and women's soccer games. Valley Experience Day came to an end, and the president and faculty hoped those who attended experienced one important factor.
There's a culture of care that resonates here. I experienced it as a student, as the second alumni president in our history, and it's what drew me back here. And so I would be really excited about others to be able to experience that and really have the same takeaway that I did as a student as well.
Deja White, KMVC News.
One success fall and spring Valley Experience Day will continue, but the idea now is to narrow down the experiences and host mini open houses specified to certain measures with even more hands-on experience for prospective students. Some Missouri Valley students made a road trip to College Town, USA for a career fair that involved 5 different colleges. KMVC Luis Palomino reports the fair brought together students, employers, and graduate schools, offering students the opportunity to build connections and shape their future.
The students filled the Southwell complex at Columbia College for the Mid-Missouri Small College Career Fair. William Woods University, Westminster College, Missouri Valley College, Stephens College, and the host organized a career fair with more than 80 employers offering internships, jobs, and graduate opportunities to students.
I think that we have had a really good turnout today. A lot of the students have dressed very professionally. They have really good energy. I think it's been really positive, and we have a lot of really amazing businesses.
Dave Roberts, Dean of Students Affairs, was receiving different students and emphasized that the goal was to give students the chance to connect directly with companies.
I don't expect you to know everything that's going on, but at least, be available, be interested, ask a lot of really good questions.
The vision that I have for students is just the ability to problem solve. We work in an ever-adapting market, and we have to get really creative with solving problems for our customers.
Students had the chance to connect with different companies, from local banks and nursing programs to semi-pro soccer teams.
So we're here at the career fair today is because we're looking for internships. We've kind of solved the player side of it, where we're giving them a pathway to a better career. And so we want to do the same thing for business students or marketing students or students that have interest in social media and things like that.
Columbia College hosted this year fair, which welcomed in more than 80 employees offering different programs. Next year, one of the partner schools will take the lead as organizer to offer students more and different opportunities for their career path. Luis Palomino, KMVC News.
The idea for the joint career fair was to give students more opportunities than when working by themselves. Missouri Valley College student Noelle Landfarer made her stage debut as a director at Lyceum Theater in Arrow Rock, Missouri. The play brought to life the stories of women and underrepresented citizens from Arrow Rock's past.
What she inspired was one of the voices of the Rock series, a show that recreates the life stories of these citizens whom history has too often forgotten, such as women and the African American. It is actually a play based on a 1938 novel by Nellie Page Carter called Permission Creek, and it addresses such topics as racial discrimination and school segregation.
I want to be a high school theater teacher, so not only is this a good experience for me, but this is an opportunity to be a director at a professional theater, so it's a great resume builder. But also, I'm really excited to tell the story and share the history behind it. So.
Nun Farron, a junior at Missouri Valley College, held the director chair with other students in support roles for marketing, management, and communication.
Voices of Arrow Rock was inspired by my doctoral work at the University of Missouri. And my committee for my dissertation wanted me to really interrogate my first memories of dealing with issues about race.
The project demonstrates the transformative ability of history, empathy, and education, and shows how students can play leadership roles in professional theater.
Was performed in the Lyceum Theater on October 4th and featured the talents of Missouri Valley students. The last time Missouri Valley played St. Ambrose in football, plastic helmets were new and only had a single bar for the face mask. The Ferguson Center, Collins Science Center, Moreland Hall, none of them were built. 68 years have passed since the two times Viking and Fighting Beasts played in 1956 and 57, but now St. Ambrose is in the heart of America at the conference for football. The Beasts had a 14-0 lead late into the second quarter and was trying to go up 17, but Missouri Valley Jason Williams blocked the field goal. The ball ended up with Ryan Greenwood, who was pushed out inside mid territory. Missouri Valley's Thomas Staples found Marcus Stepanov for a touchdown pass, but St. Ambrose scored just before halftime to take a 21-7 lead into the break. Staples hit Calic White for a 31-yard score early in the third. White had 5 catches for 124 yards in the game. St. Ambrose tried to take a 10-point lead, but Viking Jeremiah McNair blocked the field goal attempt, and Lance Nauer returned it the midfield. Missouri Valley tied the game on Nate Pollard's touchdown catch. It is the first TD catch of his career. The Bees again took the lead. Again, Missouri Valley answered. Staples and White connected a second time for a touchdown. This one from 4 yards, but the extra point was blocked, so the Vikings trailed by 1 late. The defense forced a 3 and out, but Valley went 76 yards in 12 plays in only 1 minute and 24 seconds, and Bruno Kincaid hit a 21-yard field goal with 8 seconds remaining to give Valley the 30-28 win. Staples was 20 of 30 with 4 touchdowns. Noah Carr had 10 tackles for Missouri Valley, and the Vikings' Robert Williams made an interception. The Vikings head into the bye week 3-2, while St. Ambrose falls 2-1-5. Next for Missouri Valley is William Woods on the 18th. Missouri Valley Central Methodist and Mid-American Nazarene are separated by 1 point on the women's standings at midway point of the Hair Conference soccer season. MVC and CMU tied in September, and MNU is coming up on the 15th, but all of the teams in the Hair are fighting for a playoff position. And the Park Pirates sailing to Marshall trying to keep pace with the leaders. And Park scored in the game's first minute Patricia Kozak's 7th goal of the season, but it tied it late in the first half. Daniela Manzanares scored her first goal of the season with just 14 seconds remaining before halftime. Park led 2-1 before Marta Carrasco tied the game again with her second goal of the year. Judith Farré scored in the 67th minute to give Valley lead. It's her 7th goal of the season, and that leads the team. Fabiana Vázquez scored led sealed the 4-2 win for the Vikings. The Vikings are 6-0-1 in league play and travel to William Penn on the 11th to play the Statesmen. The Missouri Valley 10's team could could put some separation between itself and Park with a win against the Pirates, but Park's defense bottled up Valley's offense, limiting shots and scoring chances. The Vikings managed 5 shots and 2 of those were blocked by a defender. Missouri played the last 22 minutes down a player after second yellow card on Lazar Ziric. Park scored 2 goals in the second half and handed Missouri Valley its third conference loss in its third loss at home this season. Valley is 2-3-2 and now the Vikings head to Iowa to play the William Penn Statement on 11th. William Penn is currently in first in the herd. The Missouri Valley women's volleyball team is heading into its finals week of the season, with the Vikings fighting for a postseason spot in the conference tournament. After dropping its Friday match against second-place Missouri Baptist, the Vikings needed a win of the road against Culver-Stockton on Saturday. Valley raced to a 19-9 lead and taking the first set and they dropped the second set. It was 16-all in the third when the Vikings won 5 of the next 6 points and won 25-21. The fourth set belonged to Missouri Valley. The Vikings led 6-0 before the Wildcats scored, and then went on a 9-0 run to lead 15-1. Missouri Valley took the fourth 25-8 and the match 3 sets to 1. The Vikings are 10-10 overall and 4-6 in the herd play. The Vikings are on the road for the next 3 at Mission in Springfield, Missouri, at Central Methodist and Missouri Baptist. Free food and competition. What else is needed to bring college students together? Valley Student Affairs hosts its annual Wingo Night for students to have fun and earn some bragging rights in the Malcolm Certain Bacon Room. Students grab some wins and soon the tables fill up. Just a few minutes after the first number was called, the first winner of the night went home with a free t-shirt. As students continued to refill their plates, the rounds of bingo continued. The group played through many versions of the game, making it through about 5 rounds total. Of 14, as in October 14th, is the next edition of KMVC News. As this round wraps up, thank you for watching. I'm Carla Carbó. This is KMVC News.